What's up, everybody? Just giving it a few minutes, let people come in here and get settled. It's been a while since I've done a live stream. If you're coming on to the channel to see this later on, this is a live stream, so it's a little bit more interactive, so I may be responding to some people's questions. So if you do have a question and you're catching this later, leave a comment below and let me know what your question is. So just wait and see if there's anybody that'll join us here. It's been a while since I've done a live stream. So just getting all set up here. Hey, there's a couple people there. I see Lost Dude and Lorelei. How are y'all doing? Can y'all hear me? Am I coming in clear? I guess y'all can hear me, huh? So I've got the little iPad here, doing this off my phone, and just wanted to see if everybody can hear. There's a couple people in here now, so I just wanted to pop on and say hey. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving. I had a great Thanksgiving. Got to spend some time with my family and extended family, and get to eat a lot of good food and just hang out and relax a little bit. Things at work have been crazy, so I mean it's kind of the normal story for me this time of year. Just life in general is crazy about these times, and so yeah, it was good to sit back and enjoy some family time and some good food and sleep in for once. So I hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving. If you did the Black Friday thing, hope that you got the sales you were looking for and survived. I did not do much of that. I did buy something online. I actually bought a couple things online, which I'll talk about here in a second. But yeah, don't really go out on Black Fridays. I don't really care about that too much. So yeah, I just really wanted to pop on here and say what's up. Let y'all know what's been going on. I know it's been a long time since I've done a live stream or any kind of video. We really haven't had the time for it. Some other personal things that have gone on, but like I said, work has been nuts the past year. Took on a new role there, and just kind of have really been pushing my limits there. So one of the things that we did last year about this time is we actually moved from the apartment that we were living in into a actual house, about 20 minutes away from where we were living. So we have a little bit more room. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that we moved on any other videos because it's been a while since I've uploaded. But yeah, we moved into a house, and we just have been living here almost a year now, and we love it. A lot more space. We have several bedrooms now and a couple bathrooms and big yard. And this past spring and fall was my first time to try a garden where I was actually growing not on a patio. I actually had a backyard, and no, it's not in the country, Lost Dude. It's still in the suburbs, but it's a little bit of an upgrade for us, just because we lived in an apartment until about a year ago. So we're actually not paying that much more than we were in an apartment, and now we have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house with a really large backyard, a decent sized front yard, and it's much better than the situation that we were in a year ago. So yes, definitely better than an apartment. Um, so uh, one of the reasons that I wanted to pop on here is to, in addition to saying hey, is one of the things I did buy on Black Friday or yesterday was I actually got a new laptop. One of the reasons that I've not been able to make any content is because I don't have a computer. This setup that you see behind me, this is not really mine. These monitors are mine, the keyboard's mine, and everything. But the laptop and the docking station that's there, that's actually for work. So I haven't really had an actual computer that I can edit on. I can't put anything on this laptop. I can't, edit videos, download thumbnails, whatever. I don't really have the liberty to use this work laptop for YouTube. Hey, Homestead. Hey, how's it going? So I got a laptop yesterday. I'm really excited about it. Going to be able to actually make more content and put up more videos. And I actually went to the Good of the Land Fest last weekend in Lindale, Texas. There were several creators out there. Justin from the Good of the Land on YouTube put on this festival with several other YouTubers that he's friends with, and invited a bunch of different YouTubers. I got to meet Doug and Stacy, or Doug from Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. I got to see the Texas Boys again. That was nice to see them. I got to meet their friend, The Joyful Life, here on YouTube, and also The More You Grow. And I also didn't really meet him, but he was there. The Texas Boys actually knew of him, and we're actually really excited to see him. But Daddy Curbs, Blake over there, I didn't really get the chance to actually meet with him or introduce myself, because I really honestly didn't know who he was until I got home and I was like, wow, this guy's got 60,000 followers. I think he's at 70,000 right now. So I was like, oh, okay, well, that's a pretty big channel there. So I got to kind of in proxy meet him, I guess. So there was a lot more YouTubers out there than I'm listing off, but obviously the biggest one that I was able to meet was Justin from the Good of the Land, who I have been following him and his channel and everything since back before he blew up. I mean, he had probably 13,000 subscribers. I mean, I know that's blew up big channel, but I mean, he's at 150,000 now. So it was cool to get to actually meet him. I've talked to him on the phone several times. Planned to go out to Lindale to visit with him, but didn't ever really get a chance to do that. So it was good to meet him finally. And Doug from Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. It was really cool to meet him. He's a very large man. I'm a large person myself, but I'm large. He's very tall and pretty cool guy. Pretty cool guy. Yeah. So, and then so I'll be putting out a video about that here in the next week or so. There's probably there's actually really a lot of videos out there on this, on the festival. It was huge. Tons of people out there, tons of exhibits, just a huge turnout. People flew in and drove in from out of state. I heard that there was somebody from the Netherlands, I think I heard, came in and actually flew in for this event, and it was just huge. So there, I talked to Justin on Monday because I'll actually be going back out there in the next couple weeks because, well, first of all, I wanted to have a little bit more time with Justin from the Good of the Land and talk to him. I literally talked to him for maybe 45 seconds before somebody pulled him away to go do something else because that's how busy he was. So I'm, first of all, going to go out to spend a little bit more time with him, possibly. And then also they did a raffle, and I actually won something on the raffle. I don't really know what it was. I couldn't quite understand what they were saying when they called me. Their phone was breaking up a little bit. But I'm going to go back out there and get that. I know it has something to do with welding, so I may be needing to learn how to weld in the future here. So yeah, that was a really cool event. This weekend was actually the Homestead Fair down in Waco. I've been trying to go down there for a couple of years now. Didn't quite get to go this year, but definitely maybe next year. So yeah, so that's really all that's been going on. I mean, just work and life, and finally being able to get out of the house and go and do stuff outside of work. So we're still working on becoming debt free. That's our biggest. Yeah. Well, we have renters insurance, so. We're still renting, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that, but we did move into a house, but we're renting. So we're not really, we don't own it, but big change, huge changes. But like I said, we're still working on getting debt free so that we can buy our home and our property. Yeah, so we're just trucking along here. And things are good. Life is really good. So I wanted to pop on here and say hey. I know there's not a ton of people in here. I'm grateful for those of you guys who saw the notification or got the notification and wanted to come say hey. And I'm really grateful. I actually was telling Doug and Texas Dad from the Texas Boys last Saturday. I haven't put up a video in like 4 months, and the last video that I put up was some, joke, not even really a serious video. And my channel the last time that I actually put up real content, I was maybe 460, 475, somewhere around there. I've actually grown for whatever reason. I'm still under 1,000 subscribers and everything, but I've definitely grown from where I was when I was putting out regular good cosmic content. Hey, Jasmine. So I'm excited to get back on the horse and start making some more content. Wow, looks like a couple more people are joining us. Hey, the Toasted Rabbit, how are you doing? So yeah, so that's about all I had. I just wanted to say hey. And if y'all have any questions, I definitely want to open up the stream for any kind of questions that y'all might have. I know it's been a long time since I've put anything out, so yeah. So how's everybody doing out there? How's everybody's Thanksgiving? How did everybody do? Let's see here. I'm gonna check the iPad here, see what everybody's saying. The house is good, Jasmine. Like I was just saying, we moved in here about a year ago. We still enjoy it. We haven't actually moved out of the suburbs. We're still inside the city limits, but we are enjoying the extra space that we do have. Before last year, we didn't have a yard. We didn't have we didn't have any. We had 1 bedroom, 1 bath, living room, and a kitchen. And now we have 3 bedroom, 2 bath, living space, garage, front yard, backyard. I'm using this room here as my office, at-home office. Yeah, so that's it's great. We love it. We love actually being able to have more space. So it's really cool. So the Toasted Rabbit said, "We're done with our poultry project this year. I learned a lot these past 2 years raising animals in the city." Yeah, the wife and I have considered animals. We are possibly in the city that I'm in. We are allowed up to 6 hens. No roosters, of course, because it's in the city limits. They don't want the crowing. They don't want to have to deal with. It's called cockfighting, rooster fights. They don't want to have to deal with that. Having to deal with anybody trying to do that. So you're allowed up to 6 hens here in this city. And so we've considered doing that, and we've considered adding rabbits possibly, but we'll see. Right now, our main focus is to get out of debt and save up our down payment for our property. So that's our main goal right now. Hey, Sutton's Days, how are you doing? Have I tried fabric bag gardening? Very easy to use. I looked into that when I had the patio garden, but I didn't actually buy any of the fabric bags. Our backyard this past spring and fall was the first time that I had more space to actually grow fruits and vegetables, and this past fall, the summer leading into the fall season, I was able to build a planter box out of cedar, and I'll do a video on that. I'm actually planning on building 2 more, maybe not as big as the ones that I built originally, but I'm planning on building a couple more so I have a little bit more space. I don't want to use the actual yard for to plant in the yard because, like I said, we're renting, so I don't plan on tilling up their backyard and planting in their yard. But I do want to use planters, and I do want to build some planter boxes and maybe do some other garden type beds. Question: will your landlords permit you to have animals and do the raised beds? Yes, my landlord is really awesome. She doesn't particularly care for dogs, but we talked to her before we moved onto the property because we had quail before we moved here. And when we were looking at this place, we made it clear that we had them, and she was fine with the birds. But we ended up getting rid of the quail. That's another story, another video. But so we didn't actually ever have to address that. But she's a really good landlord. I don't think that she would have a problem with that. So yeah. I use a 6'1" for lettuce and zucchini, etc. It retains moisture so well, especially with coconut coir. Oh, cool! And that's the fabric bags, I'm assuming. Okay, I'll have to check that out. So yeah, so that's about it. That's all. I just wanted to come in here and say hey. I will be putting out more content soon. Like I said earlier, I got a new laptop. I'm really excited about it. I'll be able to actually post some videos, do some editing. It's a lot better than what I used to use back when I was putting out videos regularly. So I'm excited to see what that's about. It was a really good deal that I got on the computer. Black Friday, I know that a lot of people don't like it, but I saved about $400 on this laptop because of Black Friday. So pretty pumped about that. And it's not like the top quality, like #1 laptop out there for gaming or video editing. It is a gaming laptop, so it's got a designated graphics card. It's got the solid state drive. It's got plenty of RAM. so I'm excited. What I was using before was an antique. It died. I Things kept coming up. Didn't really have the money to replace it until now. So really excited to start putting out more videos for you guys. So yeah, so that's about it. That's all I wanted to come on here and say. I don't want to keep it too long. I know there's other YouTubers that are probably streaming later on this evening. So cut it short here. Don't really want to, do too long since it's Saturday evening and there's a lot of people that are, still with family because of Thanksgiving and, traveling back home. And but I really appreciate everybody that is on here. Lost Dude, Hope's Homestead, Sutton's Days, Jasmine, all y'all that have the Toasted Rabbit. Thank y'all so much for coming on and staying high. I look forward to seeing you guys in the future. And I guess thanks for joining me, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Adios.